In the depth of human feelings, where emotions rise and fall endlessly, there's a timeless philosophy called Stoicism. It's a guide that teaches us we shouldn't push our feelings away but learn to steer through them with wisdom and understanding. Join us as we explore 10 lessons from Stoicism, each shining a light on how to find inner strength and control. Lesson 1. Embrace the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. This quote from Epictetus states a key principle of Stoicism. True freedom comes from accepting what we cannot change. It's about knowing the difference between what's in our hands, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and what's not, others' actions, luck, and time. This understanding is the first step to real peace. By concentrating on what we can control, we shape our own path. But it's hard to see this line clearly. Our emotions often mix up what we can and cannot control. We worry about others' opinions, our losses, and life's chaos, forgetting our real power is within us. Epictetus tells us to focus on what we can do, knowing that some things, like the weather, are out of our hands. This insight frees us from useless worry, guiding us to grow and act with purpose. Living this way is a journey that never ends. It's like a dance with life's rhythm, leading when we can and following when we must. This balance brings peace, not by giving up, but by knowing our true reach. This is where we find the freedom Epictetus talks about, not freedom from the world, but freedom within it. Lesson 2. Practice objective perception. Let go of feeling wronged and the hurt disappears. Marcus Aurelius, a wise emperor and Stoic philosopher, teaches us to see clearly. He tells us to remove our personal biases, hopes, and emotional reactions to see things as they really are. This clear seeing is key to handling life's complexity with wisdom and calm. It helps us look at situations, relationships, and ourselves without being misled by our prejudices. With this clarity, we find not just truth but also the strength to face challenges directly, with courage and peace. Seeing things objectively takes discipline. Marcus Aurelius understood that we often jump to conclusions, get carried away by emotions, or hold on to comforting but false ideas. He encourages us to really examine our thoughts and the world around us, to see beyond first impressions. This doesn't take away from life's richness. In fact, it deepens it. It helps us deal with tough times calmly and appreciate life's beauty and complexity even more. Practicing this kind of seeing also makes us stronger. When we're up against tough times, seeing things clearly without bias helps us figure out what to do. It shows us what we can change and what we must accept. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that staying calm doesn't come from easy situations but from training ourselves to see the world as it truly is. By doing this, we gain a powerful tool, not to change the world to suit us, but to move through it with grace, strength, and lasting peace. Lesson 3. Cultivate inner resilience. Hard times shape strong people just like fire shapes gold. Seneca shows us that true strength comes from facing life's challenges, not running from them. He lived by the idea that tough times are chances to grow stronger and wiser. Instead of seeing problems as walls blocking our path, we can see them as chances to learn and get stronger. This way of thinking helps us build a deep strength inside, a kind of personal fortress that can withstand any storm. With this inner strength, we face difficulties not with fear but with calm, knowing that we can come out stronger on the other side. Building this inner strength takes real effort. We have to meet tough times with bravery and look for the lessons they're trying to teach us. Seneca tells us to think deeply about our challenges, to really understand them and what they can teach us. It's this process of thinking and learning that turns just getting through into moving forward with purpose. As we face more challenges, we don't just get better at dealing with them. We also learn how to stay calm, adapt, and understand ourselves and the world better. And there's a deep peace and happiness that comes from this kind of strength. When we start to see challenges as teachers, the way we look at tough times changes. They're no longer just about struggle. They're about the chance to grow and find out more about ourselves. Seneca teaches us that the best way to become resilient is to go through these tough times, not avoid them. By facing challenges with courage and using them to grow, we lay down a strong foundation for a peaceful and fulfilling life. This strength lets us handle life's ups and downs with grace, making us not just survivors of life's storms, but masters of our own journey. Lesson 4. Transform obstacles into opportunities. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius shared this timeless wisdom, teaching us that obstacles aren't just hurdles to endure, but opportunities for growth. This idea challenges us to look at life's tough moments differently. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, we're invited to view them as chances to innovate, adapt, and get stronger. Every challenge brings with it the chance to uncover hidden talents and build the kind of resilience we need for both personal and work life. By changing how we see these obstacles, we start moving with life's flow, turning each challenge into a step forward on our journey to success. Dealing with obstacles actively is key. Marcus Aurelius urges us not to let them stop us, but to really look at them, figure them out, and find the best way through. He teaches us that every problem has many solutions, each one a chance to learn and move ahead. Facing difficulties this way doesn't just help us overcome them, it adds depth to our journey, revealing insights and abilities we'd miss if everything was easy. This mindset of turning obstacles into opportunities encourages us to stay resilient and creative, ready to face life's challenges with confidence. Moreover, seeing obstacles as chances for growth gives our lives more meaning and direction. When we realize that challenges are not random, but essential parts of our development, we tackle them with more purpose. Marcus Aurelius's philosophy motivates us to view each challenge as a call to show our best qualities and make a positive impact. This approach doesn't just improve our lives, it also has the power to inspire those around us, spreading a wave of resilience and optimism. By embracing the idea that the obstacle is the way, we unlock all that life has to offer, turning every challenge into a building block for a fulfilling and rich life. Lesson 5. Maintain equanimity in success and failure. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus tells us something important here. Staying balanced through life's ups and downs is key. He shows us that both success and failure are temporary and not entirely good or bad. They're chances to learn and grow. By facing them with calm, we build a strong inner resilience that helps us stay steady, no matter what. This way, we learn to be thankful and humble through wins, and strong and persistent through losses. Both experiences are parts of life's big picture, making up the complex story of who we are and who we're becoming. Keeping this balance means we need to change how we see things. Epictetus urges us to not tie our worth to wins or losses, but to remember our real value comes from our character and what we do. This isn't about not caring, it's about truly living, putting peace of mind above all else. By focusing on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, we stay solid no matter what life throws at us. This calmness isn't just good for us, it also shows others they can be stable and confident too. Embracing both success and failure with this mindset brings a deep sense of happiness and satisfaction. Understanding that both are part of our path frees us from worrying too much about what might happen. This freedom means we can go after our dreams with a happy heart and a clear mind, staying in the moment without fearing what comes next. Epictetus's advice shows us that real achievement isn't about the praise we get or the hurdles we clear, but about how peaceful and resilient we feel inside. By finding this inner balance, we face life's challenges gracefully and enjoy its pleasures fully, embracing the full beauty and depth of our experiences. Lesson 6. Seek wisdom in silence. Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. Zeno of Citium, who started the Stoic school, really valued silence more than talking too much. He showed us how staying quiet can actually help us become wiser. Nowadays, with so many voices and information everywhere, finding quiet moments is even more important. Zeno taught that in silence, we can really listen, both to what's happening around us and what's going on inside us. Silence is like fertile soil for wisdom, a place where understanding can grow deep and strong. It asks us to stop, listen, and think, helping us find insights that noise and constant talking can drown out. Choosing to be silent on purpose isn't always easy. It means we have to actively decide to quiet our minds and ignore distractions. Zeno's advice is to look for chances to be still and make peace and quiet a habit. In these silent moments, we get the chance to think about our lives, learn from what happens to us, and connect more with our deepest beliefs and values. This quiet reflection is key to growing as a person and keeping a clear, stoic view of life. By appreciating silence, we learn to talk only when it's really needed, listen better, and connect with others in a more meaningful way. Plus, finding wisdom in silence brings a kind of inner calm that affects not just us, but also the people we interact with and the way we handle life's tough spots. Zeno believed that the best insights and understanding come from quiet thinking, not just taking in what others say. This peace inside helps us stay steady and strong, no matter what we face, and be kinder and more understanding with others. Even though some might think being quiet means not doing much or not knowing much, Zeno's teaching proves them wrong. Silence is powerful. It gives us room to grow, learn, and truly grasp life's deeper meaning. Lesson 7. Foster compassion and empathy. We are born for cooperation, as are the feet, the hands, the eyelids, and the upper and lower rows of teeth. Musonius Rufus shared this, highlighting how deeply connected we all are and how important empathy and compassion are in our lives. Even though Rufus isn't as famous as some other Stoics, his thoughts on how we relate to each other and what keeps society strong are really insightful. He believed that empathy, putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, is an active way to engage with the world. It's about looking beyond our own life and understanding others' lives. This not only helps us get a deeper sense of what it means to be human, but also brings us closer together, creating real connections based on understanding and respect. Being compassionate and empathetic is about breaking down walls between us. It's about seeing what we all have in common, even with people who seem very different. Indeed, this principle is refreshing in a world that often focuses on differences. Meet people with an open heart, ready to share in their happiness and their hardships, seeing them as companions in life's journey, not strangers. This way of seeing things can make our own relationships richer and even change society for the better. By showing empathy, we can close the gaps between us, building a stronger community where everyone is valued and respected. Moreover, practicing empathy and compassion does more than help others. It helps us grow and find happiness. Rufus understood that these qualities let us see the world from many perspectives, enriching our own emotions and thoughts. This learning makes us feel more connected and part of something bigger, which is key to a happy life. Empathy also helps us be kinder, more patient, and more understanding, skills that are essential for getting along with others. Rufus's message is clear. Our happiness is tied to the happiness of those around us. By building strong bonds with others, we make our own lives better and contribute to a kinder, more caring world. Lesson 8. Embrace minimalism and simplicity. Content with living simply and with no need for superfluous things, we find real wealth in simplicity itself. This idea captures the essence of Musonius Rufus's thoughts on minimalism and simplicity, mirroring the Stoic belief in a life free from excess. Seneca, despite his riches, also championed a simple life. This Stoic idea tells us that true joy and freedom aren't found in gathering things, but in living a life true to nature and our values. Simplicity shows us that we're not missing out but actually have everything we need. By wanting less and focusing on what really matters, we free ourselves from the chase for more stuff and approval. This freedom gives us space to grow, build meaningful relationships and seek out wisdom, true treasures that last longer than any item we could buy. Choosing a simpler life means really looking at what we have and asking what we need for a life full of meaning. It challenges us to think differently about what it means to be rich, seeing wealth not in money or things, but in having time, freedom, and peace. Seneca's life shows us that the real value of our lives isn't in how much we own, but in the quality of our living. By choosing to live more simply, we clear out not just physical clutter, but mental clutter too, making it easier to think, reflect, and live on purpose. This clearer thinking helps us live more according to our true values and goals. Moreover, living simply helps us appreciate what we do have, fostering gratitude and satisfaction. In a world that always wants more, Stoicism's message of simplicity stands out, suggesting that being content and self-reliant is sustainable and fulfilling. By choosing simplicity, we not only make our own lives better, but also help our community and planet by using less. Seneca's push for a simple life shows us there's beauty in simplicity, wealth in contentment, and freedom in wanting less. The Stoic lesson invites us to simplify our lives, to find happiness in the basics, and to see that desiring less truly makes us richer than we imagined. Lesson 9. Practice gratitude daily. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius reminds us each day is a gift filled with opportunities to feel grateful. This Stoic lesson teaches us the importance of gratitude in life. By being thankful every day, we focus on the good things we have rather than what we're missing. This isn't just about being positive. It's realizing how full our lives are right now. Gratitude makes us appreciate today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow. It shows us the beauty in simple things, the lessons in hard times, and the chances that come our way. With gratitude, we celebrate life as it is, instead of always wanting more. Adding gratitude into our day makes us feel happier and more content. It starts with noticing the small things, like how nice the sun feels, having a place to call home, being around people we care about, or growing through tough times. This habit of being thankful goes beyond just the things we can hold, to include the experiences that make life beautiful and joyful. As Epictetus believed, being grateful lets us see all the goodness around us. It opens our hearts to share and get love, kindness, and support. This way, gratitude gives us strength, helping us face life's ups and downs with grace. Gratitude also makes our relationships stronger. When we show we're thankful for the people in our lives, it brings us closer and spreads kindness and warmth. This back and forth creates a feeling of togetherness and belonging, which are key to a happy life. Being grateful shows us how connected we are, and that we count on each other's kindness and support. It teaches us that we're all in this together, and what we achieve comes from working with others. Gratitude is a personal and shared virtue, making our lives and our communities better. By being thankful every day, we not only enjoy our lives more, but also help create a world that values kindness, understanding, and connection. Lesson 10. Lead with virtue in every action. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius hits the core of Stoic belief here. Virtue is key to a meaningful life. He tells us that living a virtuous life isn't just a nice idea, but the way to true happiness and being our best selves. Aurelius reminds us that our true selves shine through when we stick to virtue, shaping who we are and how we act with others. Choosing virtue means our choices and actions come from a place of honesty, goodness, and fairness, not from outside pressure or passing wishes. This way of living gives us direction, ties us closer to who we really are, and connects us with others in a meaningful way. Living with virtue means always being aware and thoughtful about how we act and think. It's about trying to live with wisdom, bravery, fairness, and self-control every day. This commitment challenges us to be better, to stay true even when it's tough, and to treat everyone well no matter what. This makes us a positive force in a world that often puts winning and power above being good and doing right. Choosing to lead with virtue also means we own up to our choices and their effects on others, understanding that trying to do good involves everyone around us, not just ourselves. Guiding our lives with virtue doesn't just change us, it can inspire those around us. By choosing to do right, we encourage others to think about their own choices and how they live. This can start a chain reaction, helping build a society that's more caring, fair, and focused on doing right. Marcus Aurelius and Musonius Rufus show us that being virtuous isn't just about reaching a goal, but about constantly trying to be the best version of ourselves. In living virtuously, we're not just true to ourselves and the greater good, but we also help make the world a kinder, better place, one choice at a time. In weaving these lessons into the fabric of our daily lives, we embark on a quest not merely to control our emotions, but to understand them, to transform them into instruments of growth and wisdom. Stoicism invites us on a journey inward to the core of our being, where lies the tranquility we seek amidst life's tumultuous seas. As we conclude this voyage through Stoic philosophy, remember that the mastery of emotions is not the suppression of feeling, but the understanding and redirection of it. In the stillness of our minds, in the discipline of our actions, and in the warmth of our connections with others, we find the strength to face life's challenges with grace and courage. Join us in this timeless pursuit of wisdom, and let us together cultivate a life of virtue, resilience, and profound tranquility.